From the opening of the video, the genre of the thriller is apparent through the ominous piano music within the opening credits, which is also accompanied by a black screen. The font used in the opening credits, which dissolves into smoke, connotes the mysterious theme within a thriller. The first shot the video opens with is in the colour of black and white, which is continuous throughout most of the film. This is a typical convention of a thriller film. The isolated setting is apparent from the opening scene, making the female character appear vulnerable to the audience. The use of shallow depth of field creates an uneasy feeling towards the audience. The sound effects of her walking and the wind blowing are emphasised, creating tension, as these exaggerated sounds are also typical conventions within a thriller. The fast zoom as to when she opens the door shows disorientations, which is also signified within the narrative. As the extreme close-up of the door not shutting properly is shown, the audience realises at this point within the narrative of the film that the disequilibrium is upcoming. This idea is followed by the sudden shift in music, which adds extra tension and iconography of the knife, connoting towards the disequilibrium about to happen. The close-up of the female character and the frequent cross-cutting to the out-of-focus villain creates the tense atmosphere, building up towards the disequilibrium. The missing scene elements of her clothing, that she has laid with something covering her eyes, emphasises the fact that she is oblivious to the upcoming events. The use of the slow-motion editing and panning of the victim signifies her vulnerability. The audience realises from an early stage that she is the victim within the narrative, as many high-angle shots are used to signify her subordinate status. The character used is stereotypical to the codes and conventions of a thriller. It follows the stereotype that within a thriller, a female character is used as they are seen as being more vulnerable than a male. As she is young, blonde and female, she is viewed by the audience as a typical damsel in distress. Throughout the film, the use of voyeurism is used. The camera shots used are appearing to be following her, which creates tension and makes the audience feel sympathy towards the damsel in distress. The blackout, followed by the use of pathetic fallacy, adds to the tense atmosphere in which the audience wants to witness within a thriller. Facial expressions which show a saddened character also emphasises her vulnerability. Low-key lighting is specifically used at this point within the narrative, as they are at the point of disruption, and it is a typical convention used in the thriller. Followed by close-ups and the use of handheld shots helps to create tension needed for the audience to empathise with the victim. The constant use of sound effects, predominantly non-diegetic, such as the era music and the sound of the boiling kettle, are used to keep the audience interested by building the tension. The sudden silence here, with the shallow depth of field shot, signifies that this is the height of the narrative.